Hello and welcome to Zelda Theory. Nintendo's 2019 Direct surprised many of us Zelda fans by revealing a particularly frightening trailer for The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild 2, which gave the Zelda community plenty of opportunities to create theories and speculations on. In this week's video, I'd like to talk about Link's potential new powers, as well as the possible return of Ganondorf. So it's pretty obvious that from the trailer that the mummy's red-like hair, the Gerudo jewelry, and the malice energy that is flowing from the corpse, that this is indeed the human form of Ganon, and will likely make a return in the sequel to Breath of the Wild. I mean, come on now, how many other enemies in the franchise resemble this corpse? I think it's safe to say that this theory is more than likely going to happen. Now, while I do feel that most of the community will agree upon this theory, I do feel like we will disagree on his potential role in Breath of the Wild 2 and Calamity Ganon's rule over Hyrule. Now, there are some fans that feel that Ganondorf was actually a legendary hero, much like Link, who used the Master Sword to battle Calamity Ganon. This theory is actually referenced throughout the first Breath of the Wild, which shows a historical tapestry of a hero with a very large nose and red hair, which are both very distinct features of the Gerudo race in the Legend of Zelda series, which Lady Urbosa confirmed once mothered Ganon's human form. Now, Ganondorf was somehow able to reject the evil inside him by the reincarnated power of previous versions of Ganon. This reincarnated evil was then extracted into one of the purest forms imaginable as Calamity Ganon, allowing Ganon and the rest of Hyrule to fight against it. They eventually did not win, so Ganondorf sacrificed himself to absorb Calamity Ganon and then be sealed away, giving Hyrule time to come up with a better battle plan. Now, the less interesting theory, in my opinion, kind of on the flip side of this one, is that Ganondorf was simply the evil sorcerer he has always been in the Zelda franchise. In either situation, the green hand that is shown in the trailer keeps Ganondorf and Calamity Ganon trapped under Hyrule Castle, but the power and hatred could not be contained. This power was able to seep out until Calamity Ganon was able to materialize once again. The glowing yellow, demon-like eyes of the mummy in the trailer look exactly like those dotting the Malice's sludge around Hyrule. So even if he was potentially good, Ganondorf is pretty much still corrupted at the time of the Breath of the Wild 2 trailer. So the question that poses itself is then, what will happen when Link and Zelda defeat the inner evil? What if it's possible for Ganondorf to escape the corruption and potentially join the hero's side? Now, wouldn't that change the course of the Zelda series? I'm totally down for it. Now, during a certain point in the trailer, the green energy that seems to be the heated topic of debate is what looks like is starting to corrupt Link's hands. I mean, the trailer was really only 2 minutes long, so there are a lot of tiny details that are easy to miss. What exactly is this green energy? Is this an ancient magic? Is the hand's magic implanting itself within Link? Is he being absorbed? Why is the hand shown at a point in the trailer literally saving Link from a fall that would likely kill him when it should be keeping Ganon sealed away? Now, here's a theory for you. Link and Zelda somehow make the floor cave in and begin to fall to their inevitable deaths. Now, knowing that this hand has failed to keep Calamity Ganon completely sealed away once and for all, the magical hand then decides to abandon its initial mission of sealing away Ganon and saves Link and Zelda because of sensing a possible chance at defeating the Calamity. Ganondorf then, being completely unsealed, reawakens and somehow causes Hyrule to rise in the air, which we see toward the end of the Breath of the Wild 2 trailer. Finally, along with Zelda and Link in the rubble beneath, the magical hand then attaches to Link's arm, giving him the ancient powers he needs in order to seal away Ganon once and for all. Or until the next reincarnation of him comes around. Come on now, we all know how this works by now. Now, Nintendo did reveal an early concept art around the release of Breath of the Wild in 2017, which included Link with an ability-granting Guardian technology arm, as well as another concept design in the Creating a Champion book that shows Link riding a motorcycle, which we now know was DLC that was added to Breath of the Wild. It's highly possible that Nintendo turned the Guardian Arm concept into a DLC idea much like the motorcycle. Now, since the developers of Breath of the Wild 2 have officially revealed that the game is based on many of the ideas that they had from the original, Maybe this idea for the magical arm is meant to replace the Sheikah runes from the original Breath of the Wild. Now the return of Ganondorf, as well as Link's potential new powers, point to a game that is massively different from the original Breath of the Wild. The sequel, as revealed by Nintendo themselves, will have a much darker tone to it, a new antagonist, new abilities, as well as a potential mysterious new ally. The original Breath of the Wild is still to this day an amazing Zelda title, but not perfect by any means. Hopefully the Zelda community, as well as I, will appreciate the new additions to the sequel of Breath of the Wild. Hey, if you found value here today, click on the playlist coming up on the screen here in a few seconds to watch another Zelda video. Remember to subscribe if you are new here for more Zelda content, and I will see you guys over on another video.